This is the small version. Makes it nice and easy to carry around. Ernest Hemingway, Fiesta, the sun also rises. Generally, it only gets referred to as the sun also rises. One of the things about this book, a couple of the things. One, Hemingway, of course, is noted for the condensed sentence, the very simple sentence, noun, verb, adjective, the end. This book has a lot longer paragraphs in it. It's another style, a little bit of his writing, which is somewhat different than The Old Man and the Sea, which is probably the epitome of the simple sentence being used. And also, the sun also rises. It often gets talked about because the bullfighting is in here, and his love of bullfighting, the running of the bulls that he took part in so often and wrote about, that shows up here in this novel. But I really think if that's the primary thing that gets talked about, it really overlooks the characters in this book. And that's what this book and much of what Hemingway does is all about. His settings are great, like The Old Man and the Sea, out in the water and the big fish and being pulled around. But it's about the man and the fish. That's what the story is really about. And the same thing is true here with Paris, the arts community that was there when he was living in Paris, his going to Spain where he loved to be, and the bullfighting and all that went on in the cafes with the friends of his who were also the literaries of the time. But it's those characters and what happens to them in the context of where they are that's the real story of this book. And it's an easy read, but it's a book that's got some complicated relationships about life, and it's about his life. Almost everything Hemingway writes is about him. It's about his own personal experiences. This is a great book. I mean, it reads from a different time, but it's as applicable today as far as relationships are concerned as any book you read. Ernest Hemingway, The Sun Also Rises.